But next year's British International Motor Show in London has been cancelled. Why? Well, the car industry simply can't afford to put on the show in the current economic climate. Richard Scott reports.
It's the sort of aspirational image the motor industry wants to tempt people to spend their cash. But the current reality is rather different. In the south of England, thousands of cars lie unsold, waiting for buyers. Whilst on the west coast of America, it's a similar story, as sales are hit across the globe. Manufacturers in the UK have been hit hard. Honda closed its Swindon plant for 4 months. Nissan is making more than 1,000 workers redundant in Sunderland. And Toyota is cutting UK workers' pay and hours by 10%. Now the slowdown has claimed another victim. The British Motor Show is the UK's largest consumer exhibition. It's been running for more than 100 years, and last year nearly 500,000 people turned up. But next year there'll be no visitors, no one coming to look at the new cars that are on offer. And that's because for the first time in its history, the show has been cancelled in peacetime.
It is a multi-million-pound event, yes. The biggest costs will be faced by the vehicle manufacturers who will be exhibiting at the show. They would have, large numbers of people who will be at the event, obviously talking to consumers. So for them, it's a major expense. As an industry, we are cutting costs across the board in order to be able to survive this difficult situation and current crisis.
As well as the cost, some experts think motor shows have suffered because of TV programmes.
If anyone's to blame, it's probably the BBC and Mr Clarkson, Mr Hammond and Mr May, with shows like Top Gear Live. You know, once you've got used to spinning Ferraris and Richard Hammond suspended on a wire whizzing across Earl's Court, it's hard to charge people quite a lot of money just to look at some cars behind a rope that don't actually do anything.
Looking around the show, you'd scarcely believe that the British motor industry and trade is faced by crisis.
Well, the industry has recovered before, and the motor show's organisers say it will recover too. Richard Scott, BBC News.
So another victim of the recession, and there have been yet more worrying predictions about